Hey guys, it's Hustlemon, and thanks for dropping by on today's video. Look, I'm just going to keep it short. If you guys like Pokemon and merchandisers from gaming, movies, animes, I create investment contents and tips on them sort of trades. So with that being said, it'd be nice if you want to come aboard and hit that subscribe button and be part of my original subgroup. It'd be awesome to have you guys on board. So with that being said, Pikachu. That is today's video. Everyone knows about Pikachu. Your mom knows about Pikachu. Your dad knows about Pikachu. Your future child knows about Pikachu. Your cousin's flatmate, accounts manager, housemate knows about Pikachu. Look, the point I'm making is everyone knows of Pikachu. And even people that haven't watched Pokemon recognize Pikachu. And with that level of recognition, it's powerful when it comes to the world of investing. Whether you're a collector or an investor, you can genuinely benefit from having a solid Pikachu collection, whether it's card or merchandises. And in the long run, you probably and very likely will see a healthy return on these investments. Believe it or not, there's literally Pikachu cards worth over $1 million.
$1 million.
Now, I get it. Most of us literally aren't going to be sat over here with millions of pounds, thousands, or even hundreds to spend on a single Pokemon card. So, what about everyday investors? People like me and you, us average Joes out there, or maybe average Ashers, I should say. Well, I've put together a list of 10 Pikachu cards you guys can buy and invest in that cost £10 or less. As always, I've got house rules that I personally stick by. So with the power of video editing, you'll see it basically somewhere on your screen just now. With that all being said and covered, let's go ahead and dive in. To kick it off, guys, we've got the cheapest card I'm going to be covering today. I'm not doing it in any particular order, by the way, but I just wanted to point that information out over there. So yeah, we got the Pikachu Celebrations 25th anniversary. It's about £2 to £3. In short, it's basically celebrating the 25 years of Pokemon, and the card obviously comes from a very popular set as well. Pikachu's prominence in the Pokemon universe is going to basically make it a must-have for any collectors out over there in the future. So yeah, relatively cheap, honestly. I don't know what it is on eBay, but it seems to be covering a lot of Pikachus coming from the statesides over here. Like, it literally feels like America's full of these Pikachu cards right now. But like I mentioned, £2 to £3 easily can be picked up. Look at over there, 170. This person's offering a discount as well if you buy multiples. Might as well start it off with nice and simple. Like I mentioned, 25 years. Eventually, Pokemon will be hitting that 50 years, no doubt. And this card will have a flashback when that comes to that period. So next up, guys, we've got Pikachu from the Generation set, which, to be honest, is kind of already getting harder and harder to find these days. It holds that nostalgic value, obviously, and the demand is continuing to grow now. With that being said, I always look into the long-term investment, by the way, when I talk about these, but I do see a near increase in the future eventually, probably within the 5-year mark. Definitely can pick this up for under a tenner. There's someone over here selling it for £8 with 85p postage. Very cool artwork design. Gang of Pikachu hanging out, chilling over there. Maybe some questionable acts as well for coming from one of these Pikachus. But we'll not focus into that too much. I think one of the things that is going to stand out eventually when you talk about the hundreds of Pikachu cards that are out there is which one has cool designs. And this is one of the ones that do stand out from the batches of Pikachu cards that we do have. Next up, guys, we've got the Pikachu Reverse Holo from the XY Evolution set. Roughly about £4 to £5. Honestly, incredible value for that card as well. Look, Evolution's a massively popular set. It's basically paying homage to the original base set as well. After 20 years, Pokemon basically made the redesign and modernized them cards as well. So it was a fan favorite when it got released. It brought a lot of people into Pokemon as well. In fact, even as we speak, PokeRev did a video not long ago where he's opening up these packs once again. So again, look at the modern day value that these cards hold as well. As we speak as well, I'm actually trying to complete the master set of Evolution. So I still have quite a few cards away, but like fans like myself of the Pokemon, collector and an investor, I would like to complete off Evolution. So eventually someone out there as well will have the similar mindset to me. Next up, guys, we got Pikachu from the Sun and Moon promo. I feel like that's a bit of a tongue twister to say on video, honestly. It's a pretty cool card. Obviously, when it comes to promos, they get harder and harder to find. I just want to quickly point out, obviously, when you do look at cards, check the condition of this card. For example, he has it listed on mint over here, but if we open up the tab, you can see ungraded, lightly played. We want near mint. That's the only one that we're after, near mint to mint, because when it comes to it, any collector out there is going to want to maybe grade that card as well. So £8 over here. I believe this is going to be mint. Yeah, mint or better. There we go. Cool little ability as well for those of you a fan of the TCG. So overall, great card, cool design. Like I said, it's a promo card as well. Got that black star over there. Definitely one to pick up. Next up, guys, we've got the Pikachu Vmax over here. Absolutely visually appealing card. Like, honestly, the black and gold combination, love it. It stands out in my binder as well. I just noticed something over here. I recognize the seller. I believe this is Lloyd's Twin Trader. Yep, I can vouch for this guy, by the way. I've got a few cards from the website directly, and I've graded them as well, and it's come out like very strong 8s and 9s. So when it says near mint or better, it's definitely right when it comes down to that. Yeah, I guess that's a bit of free promotion for him. Well, I got obviously give credit where credit is due, and a lot of people out there are selling as, like, you can say, like small time businesses, and sometimes you're like, oh, I wonder how it comes out. But like I said, I can vouch for Lloyd over here. Go directly on their website because you can save more money. By the way, I'm not covering this at all as a promo. This is nothing like that. I'm way too small of a YouTuber to even do that, but I literally want to point that out as well, because again, if my channel wants to be open and transparent, I purchase cards from in particular websites. These are one of the more reliable sources out over there as well. So credit is where credit is due. Next up, guys, we've got the Pikachu Vmax Jumbo card. Now, don't shoot me down. I know Jumbo cards get a lot of hate, but a few people out there do love it as well. Look, I'm an investor, and sometimes I look at it and people are eventually going to go down the line and go, remember that weird phrase that Pokemon released all these Jumbo cards? Let's see how they do it. And because there's so few people that give a crap about these cards, I'm going to be one of the few ones that keep it in a great condition. Yes, it is hard to store of these, especially in the UK. There's not many products, or rather there isn't any that's designed for these particular card storages. But there's a method to this madness. I'll make a video of how I safely keep my Jumbo Pokemon collections eventually down the line. So that is going to be a future plug for this video. But definitely, like I said, it's a good budget investment. It's going to have that weird, I guess, that weird increase that I would say, because people are going to go and think to themselves, that was a weird time, but I want that card. So guys, I had a bit of a dilemma on this one, because honestly I don't know which one to pick off, but it's the Detective Pikachu series. What a movie, great movie. Ryan Reynolds, of course, anything he touches these days is gold. But there's quite a few Detective Pikachus. Some are pricey, but you can get hold of the non-holo. This is called the stamped one, where you'll see the Detective Pikachu logo over there. And then obviously you got the holo set over there. There's one more over here, yeah, that Detective Pikachu. So all these you can literally pick up for under a tenner, these four. But obviously I would recommend completing the set if you did end up getting hold of this as well. I wouldn't cover the whole set. I feel like it's way too much. I would honestly just focus on the main man himself, Pikachu, the star of the show, the star of the movie. And again, it's going to be holding that unique value because of the actual movie release and the whole promo sets that came with that. From one movie to another, guys, this time around we got the original Black Star promo number 4 Pikachu promo card over here from the original Wizard set. I need to add on that factor as well. This is actually starting to see a trajectory once again. Now, when Pokemon actually had the re-emergence back from the COVID period, where people were watching a lot of pack opening 3 years, this card was almost double the value at that point of time. And I think because the reason why a lot of people wanted to come on board and invest into the Pokemon set, and this was a strong card to invest in. But like any investment, you have to hold on to that card for a very long term. And I'm pretty sure Pokemon will be coming out with more movies. Pikachu will come out with more movies himself. And this is where it all started off from. At this point of time, like, you can pick this up just under a tenner as well. If you know, I would honestly recommend grabbing it, because I can see the trajectory only increasing now. Because now the people I feel like that in Pokemon are actually playing for the long game, and that is when the payoff is going to happen, when you're talking about the 20 to 25 years from now. So now it's one Black Star promo to another Black Star promo of the original Wizard Core set, and that is of course Surfing Pikachu. You've probably seen Surfing Pikachu. He gets a re-emerges along with Flying Pikachu. I don't know why it took off. I really do not know, but whatever, we're here right now. You're looking about £10 to £12, and I honestly wanted to keep it under that £10 budget, but this one I don't want people to miss out as well. There are opportunities in which you can snipe this up for under £10, and if you do see it, you need to go ahead and get that because it's not going to drop any less at all. Again, like I mentioned, a part of the original Wizard set, cool design, cool little promo. I've got to shout out Lloyd's once again because, again, like if you go on the website directly, you can get an extra 15% off that, so that's not a bad price. You just, like I mentioned, have to scour eBay as well. If maybe someone from the local trade shop might have it as well, because unfortunately people do have to pay that eBay fee and that postage, which is why it increases the value. But if you can get somebody from a local card shop that you might hang around with, I'm sure you can get this under a tenner. Last and by no means least, guys, I have to of course include this in number one over here. It's Ash's Pikachu from the Sun and Moon promo set, £7 to £9, and look, it's just going to be one of those massive hits for the fan community over there because Ash is now departed from the anime series, and of course if you know everything about Pokemon, Ash and Pikachu go hand in hand together, and like how peanut butter goes together with a sandwich and a toast, or how ice cream goes with a cone. I don't know where I'm going with this, but the point is they stick together. They're a duo, they're a duo. That is how it works. And yeah, a lot of the fans obviously were a bit devastated in hearing that news, but these cards will hopefully hold that dear value for that long-term investor in that future. When people look at these cards, they go, that was the era of Pokemon. These two were the main guys. These two were the star of the show. And literally, that's the easiest way to put it. I would honestly recommend getting hold of these promos because there's quite a few Ash's Pikachus out over there. Different varies in prices, but most of them you can pick up just under £10 as well. There we go, guys. That is 10 Pikachus for under £10, all done and dusted. And hopefully this information and content's been helpful for you guys. Look, I'll be honest, I've intentionally missed out 2 Pikachus, and that is because I actually covered it in my last video. So with the power of video editing, you should see that somewhere over here popping up. You can check that out in the description because I look into modern Pokemon cards that you can invest in. So that's it basically. That's all I do. I look into Pokemon content, gaming, movies, like I mentioned, I will be covering as well, and seeing what investments that people can look into for that future gains. It's called alternative investment. That's the fancy terminology that these financial advisors like to use. But like I mentioned, it's something that I have been doing for a numerous amount of years, and hopefully my journey can help someone out over there. Guys, I'm doing this for free. I don't get any, like, I've got no sponsorship, nothing like that at all. But what you can do to help me out is just hit that like button. That would honestly help out the YouTube algorithm, and it'll get me going as well to create more content out over there. Hopefully it can generate that traffic as well. Like I said, I'm doing this out of passion and love for the community, and hopefully the information has been helpful. It takes you about 2 seconds to do that, and honestly I appreciate the support. I want us all to win together, so if you've got any thoughts, share it. I will always try to respond back to you as soon as possible. And like I said, that's the whole aim for it, guys. I'm hoping the small community of investors out over there that are not got this ridiculous amount of money can end up building a strong portfolio in this world. Appreciate your time, guys. Hopefully that's all been helpful. I want you all to look after yourselves till then. Stay blessed. I'll see you on the next video.